Hello and welcome to this video lecture. In this video, we'll be talking about multi-choice questions, must be versus could be in the multi-choice questions. In this lesson, we will learn about the multi-choice questions, the questions that require you to choose one or more options that fit in as the answer. This part always appears in the exam. Remember and study hard. Two important points to keep in mind. Differentiate between must-be questions from could-be questions. One or more options can be chosen for multi-choice questions. For example, if n is an integer, which of the following must be an even integer? Option 1, n. Option 2, 2 times n. Option 3, square root of 2 times n. So, the most important words are must be, and you should choose only the options that are absolutely true in all cases. Let's check a question. N is an integer, so it can take any value, -4, -1, 0, 3, 10, and so on. We are looking for the options that will always be an even integer. Option 1, n. N could be 1, which is equal to odd, and the option is not true. Option 2, 2 times n. Since n is an integer, 2 times integer will always be even, so 2 times n is even, and the option is true. Option 3, square root of 2 times n. When n is 1, square root of 2 times n will become square root of 2, so the option is not true. Only option 2 is true, and it is very important that you understand what a must-be question means and includes. You must pay attention to the fact that the question indicates must be. Another example, if n is an integer, which of the following could be an even integer? Option 1, n. Option 2, 2 times n. Option 3, square root of 2 times n. So, the most important words are could be, and you should choose all the options that could be true in at least one case. Let's check the question. N is an integer, so it can take any value, -4, -1, 0, 3, 10, and so on. We are looking for the options that could be even. Option 1, n. N could be 2, which is equal to even, and the option is true. Option 2, 2 times n. Since n is an integer, 2 times integer will always be even, so 2 times n is even, and the option is true. Option 3, square root of 2 times n. As n is an integer, square root of 2 times n will never be an integer, so the option is not true. Only options 1 and 2 are true, and it is very important that you understand what a could-be question encompasses. In the multi-choice questions, it is important to know the exact range of each option. Range in the multi-choice questions. For options to be true, the ranges given in the options should always include the range given in the question. This is different from what is seen in the DS questions. Let the range given in the question be R, and the ranges given in options 1, 2, or 3 be R. The ranges R given in options 1, 2, or 3 should always include the range R given in the question for the option to be true. Okay, good. The ranges of the options should include the ranges of the question. This is really important. It might be confusing in the exam, so memorize this carefully. For example, if x is greater than 0, which of the following is or are true? Option 1, x is greater than -1. Option 2, x is greater than 0. Option 3, x is greater than 1. So, the range of the question is x is greater than 0. Now, the options that include this range will be correct. Let's check the question. We are looking for the options that contain the range x is greater than 0. Option 1, x is greater than -1. Now, x is greater than 0 is a subset of x is greater than -1, and so the option is true. Option 2, x is greater than 0. The option is exactly like the question, and so is true. Option 3, x is greater than 1. X is greater than 1 does not include the element from 0 to 1, or 0 is less than x, which is less than equal to 1. So the option does not include x is greater than 0, and the option is not true. Only options 1 and 2 are true, and it is very important that you understand which range should contain which range. In DS questions, the conditions are sufficient only when the ranges given in the question include the ranges given in the options. It is the opposite in PS questions. Only the options are true when the ranges given in the options include the ranges given in the question. Among the videos, the I category contains lessons on inequality. The 14th lesson might help you a lot.